Good morning and welcome to the USD 393 update brought to you by Eagle Communications. And once again this year, we're excited to come to you monthly with different things that are happening around Gorilla Nation. But we want to once again take that opportunity to thank Eagle for coming out and doing this on a monthly basis. It's hard to believe, but we're here. We're 3 weeks into the school year, and we come to you from our newest facility, and it is our bus barn. We did a 5-year strategic plan, and through that, different things have happened through that process, and as well a capital outlay plan. And one of them was to provide a new transportation building for our school district. Our old one came from it actually was moved in back in the 50s from actually a campsite. And so it's an old Quonset shed. And so it was definitely in need of an upgrade. And so we come to you from the inside of the building. It's just being finished up as we speak. They're just moving the rock out here to the east of the building, and we'll be finishing up today, in fact. So we come inside. As you can see, it's a little empty as you look around because life's happening and school's happening. We've got our first field trips of the year are off and running, and so we've got a couple buses missing there, and of course we've got different meetings that are taking place today, so we've got teachers out at different meetings, and so some of the vehicles are missing, but we wanted to bring you the inside of the facility. We are going to have a little bit of an open house during one of our tailgates later on this fall, but we thought we'd come with our first Eagle update from inside the facility. So it's been a quick process, actually, and a process that has come together great. We worked with a builder who has done a tremendous job, and it went up quicker than we thought, despite all the rains that we've gotten. So the good news is that with all those rains, we've learned some things and some elevation through it. So hopefully we don't see 11 inches in August again. It's sort of been an interesting ride if you're a Solomon resident, and the river's come up and gone down and come up and gone down and come up and gone down. And so which leads into another transition that I want to talk about. And I wanted to talk a little bit about our students and the things that they're doing this year. And even though it is only 3 weeks in, they've been doing some tremendous things. And we're always proud of our students and the things that they are accomplishing. And they're just getting into the groove of school, as you might say. But there's some wonderful things that are taking place. And it started, as I alluded to a little bit before, where the river came up and the river went down and the river came up and the river went down. Even before school started, we had students downtown helping with sandbags and then also setting up the barricades downtown for flooding in case Main Street became flooded. And I want to thank those students that helped with it and our coaches that helped organize it in the summertime when school was not in session and made sure that happened and come together as a community. And it doesn't take... It doesn't happen unless you have those people making and putting together the efforts. And so from our mayor, Hunter McMillan, reaching out, and then obviously with our football players and our football coaches, and also some of our teachers went down and sandbagged, obviously late in the spring when it first started to come up, but it continued throughout the summertime. And so, and now in the process of the tearing down of the sandbags, and so that's where some of our football guys went down and helped out and did those things. So not only that, but we also have a group that you're going to learn later on throughout the Eagle updates on a monthly basis, but we're going to bring to you some different students throughout this year. And one of that is an Uncommon Leader program that we're going through this year. Our goal is that as 7th graders, we have 6 individuals that are a part of the program, 8th graders, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And so as this group rotates, next year it'll be a new group of 6 and then a new group of 6. And you sort of get the idea that is by the time they graduate from Solomon, that they will go through the Uncommon Leader program. And so this year, that group has really taken it upon themselves to sort of set the stage. And it is amazing the comments that we've gotten from this group on the positivity that has taken place already this year and how it seems that kids are friendlier. Now, it's not because of the program, it's because of the students and because of their willingness to step out of their comfort zone and welcome new students to our school district, welcome new students into the classroom and into the hallways at Solomon. And I say that because as of today, and we had 3 new ones come in yesterday, in fact, but as of today, we're up in our district over 20 new students to our district. And so we welcome those families and those students, and those student leaders are the ones who make it so welcoming and for them to want to stay here at Solomon. And so we thank them for their leadership, and they're going to go through the program and come to you, like I said, later on throughout the year and the monthly updates and provide you some of the things that they're doing and the trainings that they're going through. And then they're also doing a book read through this process. So I'm excited to bring that group in front of you and present to you throughout the year. The last thing I want to talk to you about as we start the year is our staff. I alluded to it with the sandbagging and helping out, and our staff helping out in that direction. But the one thing is, you can see, I feel a little uncomfortable today, and you can see that I'm dressed in jeans and my Solomon red because it's the first Friday. Not usually my attire as I go to work, but one of the things that they've done is that they've put together a social committee. And the social committee has so many things that they're doing to strengthen our staff. Over the last 3 years, I would say, our staff has really come together. We had an unbelievable in-service, and our staff is so excited to educate students here at Solomon and engaged in the classroom. And the things that they do above and beyond just the normal day-to-day activities is tremendous. We had teachers that went out and visited, before school even started, went out and visited individual homes to welcome them to the school year. And so doing those home visits and going and visiting with parents on their turf just opened their arms up to them and welcomed them and took away some of those fears that students have as they come back to school. So with that, they've continued to have monthly outings for the staff to become more of a family atmosphere. And all credit goes to those staff members that, one, participate, and two, organize it, because that is very, very important. And one of those things that they trying to do is to create the Solomon Pride, wearing the red and your jeans in the red on a Friday. And it's one of those things that it might be minor, but we're all in this together, and it does take everyone. From our bus drivers, as we're here in the transportation facility, they're the first ones that see students in the morning. They're the last ones that drop them off. To our cooks, to our custodians, to our staff, it is truly a small community, and the smaller your community is, the more pride you have, you might say, as a small staff, and the differences that you make on a daily basis. Sometimes the larger you get, you don't see the difference. They're still making a difference, but they don't get to see it like we do on a daily basis. And so I'm so proud of our staff. I'm so proud of their approach to this year. The amount of things that students come to us on a daily basis is growing greater and greater and greater every year. And so, but they take it upon themselves to make a difference daily, and you should be very fortunate that your child is being educated by some tremendous educators here in our community and in our school. It's a very short one. This month we're off, or update, because we're off and running. In fact, tonight's the first Friday football game. Last night, junior high and cross country opened. Our girls opened high school volleyball on Tuesday. They traveled to Peabody on Saturday morning, bright and early, to Peabody for their invitational. And then next week, we get the opportunity to host everything, every single night, from a board meeting on Monday to Tuesday night volleyball. Wednesday, we actually have professional development across our Wheat State League, where we're bringing all kindergarten and pre-K teachers together to discuss early childhood education and the things that are happening in their school districts. So we're excited to welcome the whole league to our facility on Wednesday. Thursday, we open at home, our first home games for junior high volleyball and football. Cross country goes to Washington County, and then we have our first home football game next Friday, followed by our Solomon Invitational Volleyball Tournament. As you can see right there, we are in the full swing of activities and in the full swing of Solomon Pride and supporting our students in all their activities, whether it's sports, whether it's STEM Club that's starting up brand new this year, whether it's our dance team, our cheerleaders, cross country, volleyball, football, you name it, then there's an opportunity for our students to become involved, and we're excited about those opportunities, and we're excited to see their successes on the field or in the classroom. We're excited about what's in front of them this year, and we welcome you back next month as we learn something new about Solomon Schools and USD 393. Until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next month.